Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today I will be going through the best startup for either a good karma or bad karma playthrough in Fallout 3. Essentially, I'll first go through the best startup for good karma, then bad. I will be explaining there will be very minor spoilers for the main story and a full playthrough of one of the first side quests that you'll probably come across in the beginning of the game. I will be going through all of it, but this is possibly the greatest startup quest in a Bethesda game to help you truly determine what the rest of your playthrough is going to be like. So, yeah, that is essentially what I will be doing in this video. I will be mainly skipping dialogue in the beginning, and I will skip the main intro of it, so I can leave very little spoilers in the video itself. Alright, here we go.
Let's see. Are you a boy or a girl?
Essentially, for this part,
It's a boy.
since I'm
A
only going to
boy.
be using this
We've
save
got a
for this
son,
exact
Catherine.
video,
A
I will
beautiful,
not be doing
healthy
any
baby boy.
face animation,
James.
character animation, anything like that. I'm just going to skip right past it.
Son.
Sorry about that.
Our beautiful son.
You've got a bright future ahead of you, son. I'm sure of it. Look at you. Look at you. Hi there. I'm your daddy, little guy. Daddy. You're going to need a name, aren't you? Your mother and I have been talking. What do you think about... That's a good
I'm
name.
gonna skip the
don't you think?
name and
Fits you perfectly.
everything.
Looks like
I
they've
will
finished
be
the gene
touching a bit
projection.
into special
Let's
stats,
see what you'll look like when
but
you're all
besides
grown
that,
up.
no, not really.
You're going to look a lot like your dad. See that, Catherine?
Oh, very strapping.
It's a big world out there, son, full of all sorts of people. What about you? What kind of person are you going to be? You're just
James?
Catherine?
James.
Catherine! She's in cardiac arrest. Start compression. Get the baby out of here. Move! Move! 1,000. 2, 1,000. Come on. Hang on, Catherine. Hang on.
It's you and me, okay?
Okay.
You're one man. We need a doctor, not a deadbeat. Fail to meet my
Don't
expectations.
look straight into the light, pal. You'll hurt your
James,
eyes.
it's cheerly chatter.
Just something you get used to.
Boys in this place will feel
Come on over here,
just
son.
like home.
Come on. Walk to Daddy. There you go. My goodness. Just a year old and already walking like a pro. Your mother would have been so proud. Listen, kiddo. I know you don't like it when Daddy leaves you alone, but I need you to take care of yourself for a minute. You just stay here while Daddy runs to his office. You'll be okay, pal. I'll be back in a bit.
Okay, so now special stats. So, if you guys are looking for... If you're like me who likes to pick up a lot of things and bring it back to base, do whatever, then you're going to want to get your strength up, and at least for the very beginning of the game, to a 7. The rest, I'm not really going to touch into. I'm just going to put some points in. Okay. Now, I'm just going to wait here real fast.
You are quite the little explorer, aren't you? Serves me right for trying to pin you in. Come on over here. I want to show you something. See that? It was your mother's favorite passage. It's from the Bible. Revelation 21:6. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give unto him that is athirst of the fountain of the water of life freely. She always loved that. All right, come on. Let's go see if your little friend Amada wants to play.
Okay, and now we're going into where you are 10 years old at your birthday party.
Prepare.
Your
Surprise!
is not
you turned the lights on
as
too
important.
fast. You blinded the poor kid.
Happy birthday!
Happy
The beginning, as
He is growing up so fast.
the most important thing is just you
Happy
getting your
birthday,
Pip-Boy.
pal.
That's it.
I can't believe you're already 10. I'm so proud of you. If only your
Congratulations, young man. I don't have to tell you how special this day is, do I? Down here in Vault 101, when you turn 10, well, you're ready to take on your first official Vault responsibilities. So here you are. As Overseer, I hereby present to you your very own Pip-Boy 3000. Get used to it. You'll be getting your first work assignment tomorrow.
Enjoy your party. You're only 10 once, so have fun.
Happy birthday!
And now that you have your Pip-Boy, the rest of this is not really important to the rest of the video.
Are you having a Pip-Boy?
Happy birthday!
One of the 3000A models?
I hope.
Piece of junk.
Happy birthday, Sonny.
Wind it up every
Having a good time?
How do you like that pip?
It wasn't easy
This party's
keeping this.
But yeah, I'm just gonna skip past all this dialogue because it is absolutely
I'm hungry!
important. I'm just gonna give it to him so we can get this over with faster.
What happened with Bud? God.
Happy birthday, dork face.
enjoying yourself?
Are you having a nice time?
Thanks for coming, Stanley.
Look,
I know
Butch.
you were busy with the
Jonas?
water
Two
purifier.
arms strong enough to lift that
fine,
Pip-Boy.
yes?
Oh,
Yeah.
sure, nothing to worry
I
about.
got
Send
one.
it right down.
We're all
Map.
Hey, that was Joe.
fixed up again last night.
Super cool, right?
And now you come down here and you'll fire your very first weapon.
What are you doing?
Are you ready for...
Now you have the BB gun, and now all you're going to have to do is shoot these targets.
Sure. You'll be fine. Good work. Hey, Jonas, get a picture of
Now
me
that
with
I've
the big
shot
green hunter.
the Rad Roach, I'm gonna wait to get
Smile.
my picture taken. My dad. Okay, and now this is where you get to assign some of your skill points. This is really
As far as I can
important
tell,
for this
you're a
upcoming
perfectly
quest
healthy
that
16-year-old
I will
boy.
be touching
So
into
yes,
to give you the
have
best
to go to
startup.
class to take your GOAT exam. Go on now. You've got a GOAT. Come on.
You might want to pick up this bobby pin for medicine. It will essentially give you permanently 10 bonus points to the medical skill, which, for those who don't know,
Good
affects
morning.
how much
Stopped in
health
to
you
see the
get
old
back
man
when you
before
use a
class.
stim pack.
Get out of my way, you
Or
stupid
you-
tunnel snakes!
Get rid of it right away. I'm just gonna
Butch,
punch Butch.
stop it! Leave him alone!
Come on, tunnel snakes. This little bitch isn't worth our time. Whatever you say, Butch. You're the
Thanks for getting rid of...
boss. Tunnel
Okay.
snakes rule.
Well, you made it.
And now you can actually skip this whole test, which is what I'm going to do. Now, this is very important for you to get the boost. you're only going to have to put one of these points into it for it to work. You're going to want to go ahead and put 1 point into the explosives. We will get to there in a minute as to why this is important. The rest you can do whatever you want with, it doesn't matter. Actually, you might also want to put some into the repair skill, also for another reason, but if you don't want to, that's okay.
Fine, let's go.
It's not really important, just minor. So now we are going into the area around the time when you are actually
Wake up! Come on, wake
vault.
up!
This part is important.
Come on!
I'm gonna skip past this dialogue just to...
I'm not going to be.
Obviously, I already said it, I need to say it again. Now, you will
There he
come
is. Hold it right there.
over here.
I knew you'd turn up sooner or
I
later.
probably should quit the baseball bat.
What's the matter?
Now, you're going to want to pick up as much security armor as possible. The Rad Roach meat if you want to. It doesn't really matter, but if you want to, then okay.
You gotta help?
Now, if you go over here to save your bully's mom, then he'll give you a jacket. Kind of minor, but it's
We
something
did it!
if you want it. Now you will have the Tunnel Snake jacket. It doesn't really give you much. It just gives you melee weapon +5. Or +5. So, if you're into a melee build and you like the way it looks, then I guess it's okay for early on playthrough. I'm just gonna wipe out these red roaches real fast. I'm just gonna walk past him, it doesn't really matter. And now you're getting around the area where you're going to leave Vault 111. Oh wow, that does a lot more damage than I thought it would. Okay, now if you didn't turn down the pistol, now you will be getting your first 10mm pistol. Which is pretty useful. I shouldn't have actually turned down the pistol because it's actually good, but you'll soon be getting a also really good pistol. Well, not really good, but a little better than the 10mm. So you can pick up that if you want. It's just junk and glasses and a jumpsuit, but here you can walk past, and since I turned down the pistol, Amada can get her way out of here by herself. I'm actually gonna wait till she shoots Officer Gomez, so I don't have to do that, then I'm gonna loot the area. Oh, well, this guy.
Yeah! There he is. I'm hit. Yeah! Yeah!
And now that you shot him, you can have a little discussion with the Overseer to give up the keys to go through the secret passage to leave. He will normally say no, but if you say to him that you'll hurt his daughter, which you don't actually have to, then he'll give it up.
I hope you're...
There. You don't also have to. If you don't feel like being that type of person, you can also get the other key relatively, really easy. Now, you might want to take this because it does have a note that your dad has for you, but I'm not gonna really read it right now.
Thank God.
If you don't decide to threaten the Overseer, then you can just come into his room here and take the Overseer's office key, 10mm ammo, and a few jumpsuits. Just pick up as many jumpsuits and armor as you can. Trust me, it'll be worth it. Well, maybe. Now, you can open this door. And here will be 10mm rounds, 2 mentats, another terminal password for it, and 3 stim packs. At least that's what it did for me right here. And with at least one of those key copies, you can now open Overseer Tunnel to get out. And essentially, you can now, you're right near the exit. You open this for that to open. And here will be the
Oh my god. You did it!
There he is.
And now there'll be a few police officers
What's the matter? Can't stand the sight of your own blood.
to try and obviously murder you, but
The overseer.
no matter what level, or not level, no matter what you have on, it should be relatively easy.
No!
Well, I mean, depending on your skill, I guess. I don't know. And now the door will be open. Also, you don't actually have to kill them now that I think about it.
You've got to get out of here. Someone's sure to
If
come see
you
what's going
exit
on.
here, they'll back up because they don't want to leave or go anywhere outside the vault. And now this just is added stuff. You don't have to. Actually, I'm gonna. Alright, now we will exit Vault 111, have this gorgeous moment in Fallout 3, where you look out into the amazing view of the Capital Wasteland. Now, you can sit here for a moment and admire the view, or you can immediately go over to Megaton, which is what you want to do. Now, the karma system in this specific the karma system in this video is actually going to be pretty important because it will affect what rewards you get in the beginning. They won't be all that different from which 2 sides you choose, but it still will be pretty useful to have your karma up. Or if you don't care and want to see what the other side is like, you can just be a jerk. Now, instead of going immediately over to Megaton like it tells you to, you would want to come into this house over here in Springfield. If you don't mind losing a bit of karma, then you can... Here, I'm about to show you.
Who the hell are you?
So, this woman will question you, asking if you are a person named Moriarty. Trust me, we'll get to him in a minute. If you have enough speech skill, you can convince her to give you bottle caps, all of her bottle caps, to leave. Or if you just say, give me a few, not all of them, then she'll give you some either way. And then, yeah. Or, even if you do pass the speech check, I'm pretty sure she still doesn't give you another 100 bottle caps. So if you want to kill her for them, you don't mind losing a bit of karma for it, and stealing the stuff inside of here, then you can do just that.
Look,
It failed. So, she gives you 300 bottle caps anyway. For the good karma, just accept it and then don't do anything. It won't really affect that much, but still, if you don't even want to lose the little amount, then you just leave her alone. You got bottle caps out of it, and I guess that's okay. At least the small amount that you did. And now, you will make your way over to Megaton. I will say that it actually is a bit important. I forgot to mention that you put a little bit of points in this speech to max out the amount of bottle caps you'll get. But it's not the end of the world if you don't. And, just so everyone's aware, bottle caps are basically what currency is in the Fallout games. You'll come across this guy, he'll be a bit useful
I need
for
water.
good karma supply. He'll ask that you give him water. If you give him purified water, and if you give it to him, he won't give you anything in return, since obviously he can't afford to give you anything. He doesn't even have anything, to be honest, but you will get karma out of it, which is something that's can be useful. In this town, Megaton, if you have high
Name's
enough
Lucas
karma,
Sims,
people
town
will come
sheriff,
up to you
and mayor
randomly,
too, when the need
a
arises.
lot actually,
I don't know
and give
why,
you
but
free
I like
items.
you.
That's why it's useful. When you get into Megaton, you'll meet this man named Lucas Sims. I would be nice to him because he gives you, I think, information. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. Now, you can ask him about the bomb, which is in the middle of there. This is where the explosive skill really comes into use, and possibly the biggest use in this entire video. If you have a high enough explosive skill, you can disarm the bomb, because it's not, you can't really see it because of him, but over there, like behind him, there is a bomb in a crater, and if you have a high enough explosive skill, you can disarm it, and he'll either give you 100 caps, or since I said it's good to have the speech skill up, he will give you 500. Now, this is the whole quest called the Power of Adam. That's the side quest that's gonna really affect your start in Fallout 3.
That's pretty steep.
Oh, I got it on first try. So if you fail the speech check, then you can reload a save right here in Megaton and keep on doing the speech check until you get it.
Fine. Do it in...
Now he'll give you 500 bottle caps since I obviously did it. And if you also agree to disarm the bomb, speech skill or not, he will actually tell you where to go for your father. I'm not going to touch it with that though.
Well, come to...
He will tell you, I'm not going to say, you can just find out for yourself, get the dialogue. And you're only going to have to put in that one skill at the test in Vault 111. You won't have to put any more points into it. Right now, I will have a high enough speech skill to disarm the bomb, which is exactly what I'm going to do for the good karma. Now, I disarmed the bomb. Now, the 500 bottle caps are not what's really important. They're useful, but what's really important is he'll give you a house inside Megaton, which you might originally think isn't that useful. I leveled up. I'm just gonna put the points into repair. You want to have repair at 30 if you want to earn some bottle caps. And just so that part's aware, just so you guys are aware of that part. Now you will be given a house, which is useful because you have 2 lockers and a few other containers in there, which in the game give you infinite carry space. Not on your character, but to put stuff here. This is useful because whatever you pick up, you can go, in your entire playthrough, you can just come to your house and store it in there for later use. You're also given a bobblehead collector stand, which you could put that medicine bobblehead that you got in Vault 101. And even better is that you get a bed. Healing and stim packs, which is what you heal with in Fallout games, are exceptionally rare in Fallout 3. So having a bed is good, because even if you sleep just for 1 hour, it will heal all HP, it will restore all of your limbs, which is useful. Extremely, extremely useful. And essentially, now, that's what makes this reward so important. And even another bonus,
Allow me to introduce...
you get your own robot who will give you 5 purified bottles of water, and after I think a couple of days, I'm not entirely sure, it will refill, because you can only get 5 at a time and wait a certain amount of time until his water thing refreshes. See, look, I'm just gonna get all the purified water. Now,
I'm sorry, sir. My condensation collectors need time to fully recharge before I can continue to dispense any more beverages.
yeah, you're gonna have to wait a bit, but why, the purified water is a bit important is not for drinking. If you don't care about the other tiny bonus karma, then okay, but this robot will give you infinite water, which you can go to the beggar outside of Megaton who begs you for purified water, and you can get infinite karma. Obviously, you'll have to wait from day to day, but every time you come back to your house to either sleep for an hour or drop off your stuff, it's always worth checking your robot to see if he can give you any more water. So then you can give that to the guy outside, and you'll get even more good karma. There's a max amount of good karma you can have. Once you get there, you'll get progressively better items from the people who come up to you in Megaton and give it to you for free. It won't be anything crucial at max. It'll just mostly be ammo, and that's pretty much it. I think some aid, like stim packs, but if you just have mid good karma, then they'll usually just give you food and rarely good, like a stim pack or two, I don't know. And you can also get a haircut infinite times. There's no refresh on it. So if you like getting haircuts, I guess, well, go to your robot in Megaton. And he will also tell you if you want to decorate your house, then you can go over to the local general store in Megaton, which will give you, and you, for actually a couple, sometimes 1,000, a little under 1,000, or like 2,000, you can get not only decorations, but actual useful items. Here would be a Nuka-Cola machine, which if you put regular Nuka-Cola in, which is basically Coca-Cola in the Fallout games, it will, if you put it in here, it'll make it ice cold. Over here will be a chemistry area, which you can either get rid of an addiction, or make a component from it, like a drug, and wait a day, so you just sleep in your bed for 24 hours, and then you can get that component. And over here, which is really useful, is one that will not only heal all your health limbs, but will also get rid of your radiation, which is definitely something you want to work towards. And the you can also purchase a theme inside of your house to make like a pre-war theme, a raider theme, a love theme, a bunch of different themes. So I'm gonna drop off all my stuff in this locker now. Oh, and since in my repair skill, I hopefully should be able to repair. No, I can't. Okay, well that's okay. Put the BB gun there. Maybe take a police baton. As for armor, you only want this armor to sell. I'm not going to sell in this playthrough because I will be discussing why, but if that's what you want to do, if you want to have this stuff to sell, then that is absolutely possible. And it is around like 100 cap, maybe like 200-300 caps for all of the armor from the vault. So yeah. Now I'm just gonna drop off all my armor and clothes. I'm about to get to that. Why? I'm about to get to that. Now I'm just gonna take my character over to the general store, which is we're about to be done with the good karma playthrough, and then I will be going into the bad karma in the second half of the video. I apologize for how long it is. If you make your way over to this, it'll look like the front of a broken pre-war plane, and this door that will lead to the store called General Supply. This is why this is. I'm going to tell you why this is useful.
Hey, I hear you're that stray from the vault. Good. Say,
Moira Brown of this place, and she'll ask you when you first meet her if you can give any details on the vault, You can either say this joke one, I was sent as an ambassador from the Utopia Vault 101, bow before my glory. It was paradise down there, no fear, no worries, fighting until my dad left. You want to pick one of these two, because then she'll give you a very good armor set called the Armored Vault 101 jumpsuit, which is actually iconic to not Soul Survivor, the Lone Wanderer. So you'd want to wear that, cause it is really good for mid. It's pretty good for mid game and really useful in the beginning. Now she'll give you a quest that is pretty long. I'm not gonna touch into it. I'm only gonna touch into one. I'm not gonna do much, but she's gonna ask you for her book to do things that gives information for the book, and will hopefully help out the wasteland. You're only gonna want to do the radiation one for the beginning.
Well, that's what
and you're gonna tell her that you're gonna get irradiated, and then come to her when you're ready. Now, I'm gonna touch into that in a minute. Hold on, I'm gonna quick save real fast, and I'm gonna show you guys the armor. So that's a 12 DR, small guns +5, energy weapons +5. Do not sell this, it is really useful. And it's still just, even if you don't plan on using it, it's still at least nice to have in your inventory and your locker at your house. So I'm just gonna skip past that part real fast. I'm gonna do that in a minute. This is a glitch, a money glitch. If you guys don't wanna have any part of that, if you don't wanna do the glitch, then that is perfectly fine. One thing though, weapons, unlike in Fallout 4, weapons and armor have durability. If you use a weapon too much, then it will break. It will still be in your inventory, but if you drop it out of your inventory, then it will be gone. It won't weigh anything, but it'll be there until you repair it or drop it, and if you drop it, it's gone. Now, unfortunately, which sucks, she doesn't actually have... Oh, okay, so it's working. So, not entirely sure why. Sometimes it's small for the amount it'll actually do, but you're gonna want to find an item in an inventory that gives you that. You're gonna want to find an item. Sorry, you're gonna want to find an item in an inventory that has an exact copy, either with the same durability right here. Oh, sorry, or sometimes the same. You're gonna want to press on it, and one of the copies. You should try this a couple of times. It's a bit glitchy. If you press this, I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I'm losing it. You want to buy it, and you bought it for 72 caps. What is funny though is now you can sell it again for 78 caps, which is more money. You'll get more money back than you did to pay for it. It is a little bit repetitive and annoying, but if you just keep on buying it and selling it, she will eventually have no more money, and you will have all of it. This works on some traders, but keep in mind that you can't just pick up any old weapon or armor. It is really complicated. I'm not the greatest at explaining it. If you want to look at something else and don't want to put up with me explaining it, just go onto YouTube. You'll find, just look up Fallout 3 Money Glitch, and it should be this one, because it's the most popular one, and Bethesda never patched it. So, essentially do this until she has normal money. Now, keep in mind, you never want to actually get the armor afterwards. You want to always leave the armor there. Otherwise, if you buy the armor, then it won't
Good hunting!
It'll just mess with the entire thing. Now, I can just repair my stuff. And if you just keep on doing this glitch, eventually you'll be able to buy all of this stuff. It is your house bonuses I was talking about earlier. And you can also buy a rocket launcher, which is not an actual rocket launcher. It's a weapon that fires junk. So it makes junk in Fallout 3 a little more useful. You can pick up anything. Teddy bear, tin can, anything. It's funny. And then you can just fire it, and it does a considerably decent amount of damage. You buy the schematics, and schematics take specific junk items to make for weapons, but Bethesda purposely made it so that way she sells at least one copy of each material you'll need. I'm not gonna do the whole rinse and repeat thing, that's what it's called, I think, to buy all this stuff, because that's just gonna make the video way longer, because it's not worth it. I already have everything I need from this area. Now, about that radiation thing with the book quest, what you're gonna want to do, just take off your armor. I don't know if it makes a difference or not, but I'm just gonna take it off anyway. And go over here, and you want to drink out of this until you have 600 rads. Now, the bare minimum you need to have is 200. I don't know if it matters if you have 200 or 600 or not. If you get this part done, you will be given a perk that won't probably come into effect a lot, so you can skip it if you want. But will mean that if you have a high enough radiation, your limbs will actually generate from the radiation. It's like a mutation perk that you get from getting 600 rads. I just get 600 radiation points and then go to her. You won't have the radiation points, you won't have to worry about curing it, it'll all be gone. And you would have earned yourself a good perk. It's definitely worth it. Wait. Oh, that was fast. Okay, so you want to do this until it says you have advanced radiation sickness. I think it's advanced. It might be high, I'm not entirely sure. It'll be 600 rads, so you'll just want to check your Pip-Boy, go to stats, go to rads, and when this number is at 600, just go back to Moira and tell her that you're irradiated, and she will give you, and you'll get the perk. So this takes about 3 minutes to do, but once you have high enough radiation, that's what you do. I'm just gonna do that real fast.
Come forth together and behold the power of Atom.
Now it says increased sight. Oh, somehow I already have 600. That was fast. Now that you have 600, I'm gonna make my way over to Moira. Now this money glitch that I was talking about works both in Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. I'll probably make videos about that at some point, but not for probably a little bit. But yeah, it works. It won't work in Fallout 3 since, Fallout 4, since Fallout 4 is a bit different. I think they patched the money glitch in Fallout 4, so I don't know how to do that. I usually just use mods if I want to cheat. So you'll press, let's talk about radiation, and your character will say, I'm about as irradiated as I can without burning a hole in the floor. It's kind of funny.
Hi.
Alright. If you have high enough perception, you can do this. It doesn't matter, but it's nice to pretend like doing this actually makes a difference. I don't know, maybe it does, I'm not totally sure. If you have high enough endurance or perception or any stat, you can say a different
a little Brahmin milk,
dialogue,
a couple magnets, and maybe a few happy... Well, you're...
Alright, and now, see, you get the rad regeneration perk. Moira's experiment has an unexpected side effect. Now when you suffer from advanced radiation poisoning, crippling limbs automatically regenerate. So you have to get to the advanced stage of radiation, which I don't think anyone's ever actually going to want to do, but it's still nice to have this perk for if you find yourself in that situation. Now you can just say I'm willing to take a break from this. The research, you don't have to do that, you can just go back into that quest later on. Now, if you have a high repair skill of 30, hold on, of 30 right here, it has to be exactly 30 over. You can go to this guy.
Huh? Yeah. What is
it? In the water purification plant, which is right next to the Crater Side Supply, you can ask him if there's anything you want to help around with, and he'll say that there are pipe leaks around Megaton. If you repair those, he'll give you... I'm not entirely sure, actually, how many bottle caps he gives you, but it's still worth getting. And you can also bring... I'll get to that part in a minute. So, see these leak pipes? You have to have 30 repair skill to fix them up. So, if you have that, you can repair it. Doing these 3... If you repair these 3, which is really, it's worth doing if you have the skill, then yeah, he'll give you, I don't know, I'm just gonna take a wild stab, say 200 caps maybe, maybe 300, I think it's over 100, I don't know, I'm not entirely sure, but I know it's definitely 100 or higher. Now, I've repaired all 3 of them. You're gonna want to make your way back to the what's it called? Water purification plant. Jeez. Alright, which is right here. You can tell them that you fixed them.
Yeah? What is... Well, I'll be. The pressure's up in the plant. If I have a steady supply of...
So, now he'll say that he'll give you bottle caps if you give him scrap metal, which can be found all around the wasteland. It's basically just a junk. I think also if you have a high enough repair skill, which I think is actually max, then you can repair weapons and armor with scrap metal. I'm not entirely sure. I think I saw that somewhere. You can either tell him, no, I don't give a crap, or you can say, yeah, which you are gonna probably want to do.
Good! This just keeps looking
and
better.
And yeah, he'll give you 200 bottle caps for doing it. And so if you ever have scrap metal that you just can't think of anything else you want to do with, I'm pretty sure he'll give you like 5 to 10 bottle caps per scrap metal, which is not a lot, but I'm pretty sure it's a bit more than you would get from just plain selling it. Now, I think I'm just gonna go to the water, though. The guy up front who wants water, and I'm pretty sure I would have covered everything you want to do for the part of Good Karma. So you can give him.
You help me. You saved my life.
Purified water. I'm not gonna play long enough to.
You saved my life.
Wander around Megaton to get stuff from people.
You saved my life.
I'm just gonna show me doing this, and now you'll be running out of water, but you can always just go back to your robot like a week later after, I'm not entirely sure, and get it. Now, mind you, week in-game, not week out-game. That would be terrible.
Down around.
And yeah, that's it for the Good Karma part of this. Now, I will be getting into the Bad Karma part.